Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jade Cargill has shared her reaction to Ricky Starks showing up on this week's WWE NXT just a day after he was removed from AEW's internal roster. The two are good friends from their time together in AEW. Starks had been away from action for quite some time in All Elite Wrestling for inexplicable reasons. After months of absence, it was recently reported that he was let go from his contract, ending a 5-year stint with the promotion. However, none would have expected Ricky Starks to make his WWE debut so soon after his departure. The former TNT champion emerged from the crowd on this week's NXT and didn't have to introduce himself to the fans as they were already cheering for him. His debut has led to a flurry of reactions from the wrestling world. Jade Cargill, who is a part of AEW with Starks, has now reacted to his shocking debut. The currently injured star expressed her excitement over her best friend joining her in WWE. Starks was quick to take note of Jade Cargill's tweet and reacted to it. Considering just how talented Ricky Starks is, it's safe to assume he could have a successful run down in NXT and eventually on the main roster. The world of professional wrestling is no stranger to moments that leave fans gasping for breath, clutching their seats in shock, or celebrating in exuberant disbelief. But it was on a night filled with anticipation that two names, Jade Cargill and Ricky Starks, would stand out in the world of combat sports, particularly in a way that left a trail of excitement, speculation, and unrelenting curiosity. In the age of digital connectivity, the slightest change, the most unexpected announcement, or even a subtle social media post can send waves throughout the wrestling industry. And when Ricky Starks made his stunning debut in WWE, Jade Cargill, his former AEW ally and friend, didn't hesitate to send a message. It was a message brimming with admiration, reflection, and a shared passion for the world they both cherished. A stunning debut. To understand the magnitude of Jade Cargill's message, it's important to first grasp the significance of Ricky Starks' WWE debut. Starks, a gifted and charismatic wrestler, had made waves in AEW for his in-ring talent, his undeniable connection with the audience, and his confident persona. The young star quickly became a fan favorite and was often regarded as one of the most exciting talents in AEW's rapidly growing roster. His lightning-fast promos, energetic performances, and undeniable charisma caught the attention of not only AEW fans, but also major players in the professional wrestling business. On a Monday Night Raw episode that would go down in history, Ricky Starks made his surprise debut in WWE. The WWE Universe had been buzzing with rumors of his signing for weeks, but no one could have predicted the shock he would bring when he made his first appearance on WWE television. Entering to a massive pop, the electric atmosphere in the arena was palpable. Fans were not just reacting to the fresh new face in WWE, but were witnessing the arrival of a star who had already proven his worth in AEW. His WWE debut wasn't just a wrestling match. It was a statement, a declaration of his ambition and intent to conquer yet another major stage in the wrestling world. In a segment that saw him confront and ultimately outshine some of WWE's top talent, Starks proved in his debut that he was more than ready for the world of WWE. His confidence was apparent, and his ability to hold the crowd in the palm of his hand was undeniable. The performance was flawless. Ricky Starks was now officially a WWE superstar. Jade Cargill's role in the wrestling world. Entered Jade Cargill, who, much like Starks, was a rising star in AEW at the time of his debut. Jade's meteoric rise in AEW wasn't just due to her in-ring prowess, which was impressive from the very start, but also because of her larger-than-life personality and undeniable presence. Standing at 6 feet tall, with a physique that made her a force to be reckoned with, Jade had quickly made a name for herself as one of AEW's top stars. She was dominant, fierce, and had an aura that was both captivating and intimidating. However, her real brilliance lay in the way she carried herself outside of the ring. Much like Starks, Jade was a master at creating and maintaining a brand that extended beyond just wrestling. Whether it was her social media presence, her ventures into various forms of entertainment, or her ability to inspire others, Jade Cargill was more than just a wrestler. She was a cultural icon in the making. Although her rise in AEW had solidified her as one of the top female wrestlers in the industry, it was her interactions with her peers like Ricky Starks that stood out as an essential part of her journey. The two shared a strong friendship, a bond built on mutual respect and a shared understanding of the business. Their chemistry was undeniable, both in the ring and outside of it. Jade's message. After Ricky Starks' stunning WWE debut, it didn't take long for social media to light up with reactions from fans, analysts, and of course fellow wrestlers. The entire wrestling community was abuzz with speculation about what Starks' arrival would mean for his future in WWE and the implications for AEW, where he had been a major figure. But among the countless reactions, one stood out: a heartfelt, genuine message from none other than Jade Cargill herself. On her Instagram and Twitter, Jade posted a message that resonated with her followers. It was simple but powerful, showcasing her pride and support for Ricky. The post read, "Ricky Starks, my brother, it's your time, go show them who you are. I always knew this day would come, you've earned every bit of this, and I'm so proud to see you take over the WWE Universe just like you did in AEW. Let's keep elevating, keep shining. TBS #Ricky Starks." Jade's message was more than just a congratulatory note. It was a testament to their journey together in AEW, where they had both fought for their spots and ultimately rose to prominence. Her words reflected a deep admiration for Ricky, recognizing not only his talent but also his resilience in the face of challenges. For many fans who had been following both Jade and Ricky's careers, it was a reminder of the bond they had formed and the respect they shared for one another. It was a message that spoke volumes about the close-knit nature of the wrestling community, where rivalries existed in the ring, but camaraderie and support often extended beyond it. The significance of Jade's support. Jade's message to Ricky was important for a number of reasons, both personal and professional. First and foremost, it underscored the mutual respect and understanding between the two wrestlers. Jade had always been a proponent of women's wrestling, but she had also been an advocate for the growth of the entire wrestling industry, regardless of gender. Her message to Ricky reflected that, an acknowledgement of his talent, his work ethic, and his ability to elevate any promotion he was part of. In addition, Jade's support of Ricky was emblematic of the new era of professional wrestling, one in which wrestlers, particularly those who had made their names outside of WWE, were no longer seen as outsiders or challengers to WWE's dominance. Instead, they were recognized for their contributions to the business and their ability to transcend promotions. WWE's decision to bring in talent from other companies like AEW and Impact Wrestling had blurred the lines between the major promotions. Stark's debut in WWE was proof that talent could rise from anywhere, and it was a clear message that wrestlers like Ricky and Jade could create their own legacies regardless of the promotion they represented. Jade's message was also a reflection of her own journey. As someone who had just begun her path to greatness in AEW, Jade had her eyes set on making a name for herself on the biggest stage of them all. It wasn't lost on anyone that Jade's post to Ricky was a reminder of her own potential to make her WWE debut someday. The way she supported him was not just a sign of friendship, it was a sign of her own aspirations. Jade was sending a message to the world that she too was a star who could shine brightly in any promotion. The bigger picture. In the context of the broader wrestling industry, Jade's message to Ricky Starks was a reflection of the ongoing evolution of professional wrestling as a whole. For decades, WWE had reigned as the undisputed leader of the wrestling world, with most wrestlers aspiring to make it to the company. However, in recent years, the emergence of AEW and other promotions had shifted the landscape. Wrestlers no longer saw WWE as the only place to showcase their talents. They had options, and that meant they could build their careers on their own terms. Ricky Starks' stunning debut in WWE was a perfect example of this changing dynamic. His talent, charisma, and hard work in AEW had earned him a spot on WWE's roster. It wasn't the traditional path, but it was a path that was becoming more common in today's wrestling world. Jade Cargill's support for Ricky was a statement that not only reflected her respect for him, but also her understanding of how far they both had come. As more wrestlers like Starks and Jade navigate the wrestling world, they are setting new standards for what it means to be a successful wrestler. It's not just about performing in front of large crowds. It's about building a brand, transcending promotions, and leaving a lasting impact on the industry. Conclusion. In the days and weeks following Ricky Stark's WWE debut, the wrestling world continued to buzz with excitement. The Starks era in WWE had officially begun, and fans couldn't wait to see what the future held for the talented newcomer. But perhaps just as compelling as Stark's debut was the message of support from Jade Cargill, his former AEW colleague, friend, and ally. Her words were not just a tribute to Ricky's past accomplishments, they were a recognition of the bright future ahead of them both as Jade's own journey continued. And as Ricky settled into his new role in WWE, one thing was clear: the wrestling world was in for an exciting ride. The lines between promotions had blurred, and stars like Ricky and Jade were pushing the boundaries of what was possible in professional wrestling. Together, they were part of a new generation of wrestlers who were ready to take the industry to new heights. And their friendship and mutual support would undoubtedly be a major part of that journey. Ricky Starks may have been making his mark in WWE, but Jade Cargill's message reminded the world that their story was just beginning, one of camaraderie, ambition, and the endless possibilities that lay ahead. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.